Welcome to the Sowing Hope podcast. This is a show all about implanting hope in our hearts. I'm Bill Snyder, joined by my friend Ann DeSantis. We're glad you're here for our uplifting conversation about faith and how it sustains our hearts through all the seasons of life. Thanks for walking with us.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sowing Hope podcast. I am Bill Snyder, and as you can see, I am joined by my good friend Ann DeSantis. Ann, how are you? It's been a long time since we've done a Sowing Hope, but here we are back.
Yes, I think it's been at least a month or two.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful to be here with you, Bill, and we're going to be celebrating Advent pretty soon. So how exciting is that?
I know. I am so excited as well to be celebrating Advent very soon. But I can't believe that's coming up this Sunday. It's the week of Christ the King right now as we're recording this. But I know that Advent's right around the corner and the beginning of the church year, right? Like this is a new year for the church coming up in 2023 and 24, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. I'm excited for the new year and the new church year. This new Advent is going to be great.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and we've been at this now for a few years. So we've talked about Advent on other podcasts, but there's always something new, every year that we get together to discuss Advent. And during this podcast, we're going to be talking about something very special that's happening during Advent. Bill, I don't know if you want to tell them what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. If you haven't seen it on our social media or on our, email blasts and whatnot, we are getting ready to launch a brand new series or summit that we've been doing. This is our third summit. It's crazy to say that it's our third summit, but we're doing a God the Father summit now. And that's super exciting to have a God the Father summit. It's going to be December 5th, 6th, and 7th. And yeah, we're really, looking forward to this. We have over 15 Catholic speakers that are going to be presenting 15-minute talks, right? I mean, they're going to be doing these 15-minute talks that you're used to from the Eucharistic Summit and from the Marian Summit, but the focus is all about God the Father, and our subtitle is Unconditional Love. And what a perfect time of year to be talking about unconditional love during Advent, right? I mean, it's just a perfect marriage there.
Absolutely. And as you alluded to at the beginning, when you said that we've done a couple other summits before, we started out with doing the Eucharistic Summit in December of 2022. It was extremely successful. Hundreds of people watched it. And we had Bishop William Byrne, who was the headline bishop for the entire summit. We were so grateful to him and some amazing Catholic authors and speakers. And then in May of 2023, we did the Marian Summit, where Bishop Hying was our headline bishop, and that was also a wonderful one. And also one of our speakers for this one, Terry Modica, she was the one that kind of hinted around to us, I guess it was this past summer, like, why not do a God the Father Summit? And I thought it was an ingenious idea of hers, because so many people don't really understand the love of God. And that's why the subtitle is that unconditional love. And I think it's a perfect time during Advent, as we're celebrating the coming of Christ in our hearts, to think about that God gave his son, and God is our Father too. And so I'm just really excited about the summit. It is a free event. And to sign up for it, all you need to do is to go to the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation website at nonatus.org and register for free for this 3-night summit, December 5th, 6th, and 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you would also need to, if you could, to subscribe to the Patchwork Heart Ministry YouTube channel. And that is, of course, Bill Snyder's own YouTube channel for his ministry, because that's where these videos are going to be housed and where they're going to go live. So I would suggest to do both, subscribe to Patchwork Heart Ministry, and also be sure to register so that you can get those notifications from us too. And so I'm just super excited about it, Bill. I know you are too.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait for it to, take place. The talks are amazing. That's one of the things, every one of these speakers really does commit to giving a great talk. And I think maybe during the pandemic we, discovered afresh how all of this digital technology can be leveraged and used. And so, while we put a strong emphasis on getting back in person in the relationship with God by going to church and going to your prayer group meetings in person and doing all of these things, it necessarily hasn't stopped the virtual church from existing, right? Like, it hasn't stopped that from, continuing to go and grow. And so I really feel that if you, as a, disciple of Christ, can plug in virtually to this, conference or to this summit, you can grow. These speakers are, committed to delivering a beautiful 15-minute long talk for you. They want to inspire you. They want to uplift you. They want to give you a sense of God's unconditional love and how you, especially during this season of Advent, can plug into that, can grow from that grace of God. And so, I encourage you to go over to nonatus.org and click the button there to register. It's right on the home page. It's very easy to do. And then especially go over to our page and click that subscribe button on YouTube. So very simply, Patchwork Heart Ministry, or at PWH Ministry, I believe you can use that same handle, searching for it, and click the subscribe button. We've gotten several subscribers actually to the YouTube channel in the past couple of days as people are getting ready for the summit. So please do that, because when you subscribe, you're going to get that notification on your phone that the videos have been released. That's the other really big thing, right? Like, when you subscribe, you get the notification. You're not going to forget, right? You click the subscribe button, you click the bell, and then it says, oh, there's a new video up, or a new series up from Patchwork Heart Ministry, and you won't miss it, right? If it's you're getting those notifications on your phone. Oftentimes, you sign up for a summit, or you sign up for something that's free, and you don't follow through on it because you're not getting the notifications. And believe me, I know I get like a gazillion notifications on my phone like everybody else, and you end up going, oh yeah, darn it, I signed up for that and I never saw any of the talks. So make sure that you go over and subscribe to our channel, and you can also like and comment on the videos. We want to be interactive during these summit days. Please feel free to email us and reach out to us. I mean, we have such a great, amazing lineup of speakers, and maybe you want to talk through some of those for us.
Yeah, I would love to, Bill. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. So if you go to the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation website, which is nonatus.org, as we've talked a lot about before, you can go to the programs and events page, and there's a sub-page there called God the Father Summit. And on that page lists the 15 plus speakers. And I'm going to list them through for you, and just, if I can, I might stop and just give you a little information on each person. I don't have their bios right in front of me, but at least you can get that information. And they're listed alphabetically on the page. So the first person I have, because my last name begins with D, so that's the first one, is Ann DeSantis, Executive Director for the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation. Ray Haywood, who is a Catholic author and speaker. And Donna A. Heckler, who wrote the book called Marketing God. You can learn about her too and hear her beautiful talk on God the Father Summit. William Hemsworth. William is a Catholic theologian. Mickey Kelly is the president of the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation. Matt Lozano is the founder, or I should say one of the co-founders of Heart of the Father Ministries. If some of you might have heard of the book Unbound. So Matt Lozano is one of our speakers. Then we have Jenna Mayo, who is a coach, Catholic coach. Lisa Maladnik is a certified Gallup talent coach. Terry Modica is an Catholic evangelist of Good News Ministries. Ellen Mongan and her husband, Deacon Patrick Mongan. She is an author and a speaker. She's also an author with CatholicMom.com. And Deacon Patrick Mongan is also a physician, a retired physician. Charbel Raish is the founder of Perusia Media in Australia. Christina Simmons is a Catholic spiritual director, author, and speaker. And of course, our own Bill Snyder, founder of Patchwork Heart Ministry and devoted board member at St. Raymond Anonymous Foundation as well. Carlos Solorzano is a Catholic musician, author, and speaker. And Kendra Von Esch, she has a very special ministry. You can learn about her at kendravon.esch.com, Catholic author, speaker. And on that page, it says that in joining the summit, you'll be guided through talks on God as Father, Protector, and the Creator of the world and of all humankind. Wisdom will be instilled through each presentation as our speakers will discuss varying aspects of God and the mystery of his love for all creation from the beginning of time through eternity. That's pretty big. So it's just an exciting endeavor. And I know that all those speakers, here's the beauty of the summit. The speakers are really going to be varied in terms of what they're going to talk about. And as I said right on the page of the registration, is that it could be a catechesis, it could be story, it could be something to do with the saints, and it could be something else. But whatever it is, that it's going to be good, because we really were careful about who we invited to be a part of this summit. Weren't we, Bill? I mean, we really wanted to have good quality speakers, and we're very grateful to each and every one of them for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think one of the nice things about this is that, as you kind of just said, that you're going to be getting a different flavor from absolutely everybody, right? And it's not just, hit you over the head, with the catechism of the Catholic Church on God the Father. I mean, anybody can open up the catechism, but we really pick the speakers that can inspire and lift you up with storytelling and all of that, right? Like, that's the important part of this, is that this is inspirational. Yes, it's catechetical. Yes, it has a spiritual, it's going to move you to pray and all those things, but it's inspirational, and it's going to uplift you. And, look, I mean, I think, doing it during this season of Advent is also a great time to do this, because number one, people are looking, for something, and we hear about Christmas, we hear Christ's name more often during this season, even if it is, very secularized. I think we do hear it and see it more often, just because of that, season of goodwill. But the other thing I think, Ann, too, is that people are really busy this time of year. I know I am. I know how busy I am, Christmas shopping and trying to figure out which parties we have to go to and all these different things that we have to do as people during this season. A lot of it's joyful, but we have to remember to slow down, and that we got a daddy up in heaven who loves us. And there's no better way to do that than reflect on these videos and watch these videos. Take a couple hours every night and sit down with your spouse, with your wife, or your husband, and watch these. Because it's going to help you just return that focus to where it belongs in the midst of all the unpacking and wrapping and all the things that you're doing this month, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's why I think the month of December is special to us to offer these summits, because let's face it, every single one of us who celebrates Christmas, or even people who celebrate other things during this month in their faith, there's a lot of distraction for all of us, because there's the materialism that comes with the secularization of, say, the Christmas season, the Advent season, where there's so much focus on food and parties and decorations and spending lots of money. So this is a way that you can take the time to do something for your faith life, right? And it's not something that's all that hard to do, because you can listen or watch these videos when you're just with your phone. You don't need to open up your laptop. I mean, obviously, opening up your laptop, you'll get a better view of the talks, but you don't have to. You can just watch it on your phone. You can do other things. I mean, you can do it when you're driving in the car. I know that I did that. Sometimes I was busy during one of the summits, and I wound up watching them or listening to them in the car in the talks, and it was fun. It was something to do, because the way that it works is that every night of the summit, like it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, December 5th, 6th, and 7th, is that you'll get that notification that the videos are going live. And just like one after the other, the videos in succession from the very first one that Bill puts up until like the last one for that evening, you might have anywhere between like 5 to 6 videos per evening, something like that. And they will just, they will just go off in succession right after.
Yeah, because we
So you
make
can stop and start them too. So you don't even need to do it all at once. I mean, you can listen to a little bit, go back, and I would just ask all of you too, is let your parishes, your diocese, your archdiocese know about these videos, because I'll tell you, the last time we did the summits that we did before, the Eucharistic Summit and the Marian Summit, I mean, we had like archdiocese and diocese and churches that were sharing this on social media. And so we're really grateful that people were so into what we did, and it was pretty successful, I'd say. Bill, I know you would agree on that.
Oh yeah.
But just do that. I mean, if you can, just share it with others. Hey, you can even like put it up on a website. If you have your own website or social media, whatever you want, just put it there, because this is something that it's an evangelizing tool, right?
Yeah.
Say some of your relatives or friends are, quote, away from their faith, this God the Father is like the beginning of it all, because a lot of times people have a problem with God, who's, the first and foremost of our lives, right? If it weren't for God himself who gave us his son, then we wouldn't even have our faith. So a lot of times people have an issue even believing in God. And I know that some of our authors and speakers are going to address some of those issues.
Yeah.
So please do, share these videos with your family. They will not be offensive even to those who are like way far away from their faith, because it's about God.
Yeah.
And I think most people can agree, if they're, there are people who they're not in the church anymore, but maybe they still do believe in God. So I think this would be a perfect one to send off to family and friends.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. And, again, these are free too, Anne. These are 100% free. You can, share these. As Anne said, you want to embed them on your website. You want to put them out there. You want to, duplicate them. The only thing we ask, obviously, is you don't sell them, right? I mean, just don't sell it.
Yeah.
But you can
anything
do
else.
anything
else.
Share. Yeah, share it. Put it anywhere you want. This is a gift of our ministries, right? This is truly a gift of our ministries. Being nonprofits, we're called to give back. That's what we are called to do. We're called, that's the definition of what a nonprofit does, is that, we benefit the community and provide resources for the community, the Catholic community, the Christian community as a whole, to grow in faith. And we of course each have our own specific ways that we do that. And the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation, that's tailored to families in crisis. Mine's tailored to sowing hope into broken hearts, and being able to team together, work together on this, bringing two nonprofits together to do this. It's a great gift of our ministries to provide to the church, right? To provide. To those who are lost, to those who are broken, to those who are in crisis, and give something back. So we are really honored to be able to say this is our third one, because the first two have been so successful and so beautiful, that this next set on God the Father, and Lord knows where we go from here, right? I mean, it's going to be wonderful, Anne, right?
It is. It's always very exciting, and I know that we're going to do more of these, because this whole model has just been super successful. And Bill, I want to thank you, because you do so much in terms of actually taking these videos and making them into something that's really very beautiful, with the graphics and just how that you upload them to the YouTube channel, and just you do it all the right way, and people are excited to watch. So and now that reminds me, you mentioned too that this is a gift of our ministries, and I completely agree with you 100%. I mean, it is a gift of the St. Raymond and Nonatus Foundation and Patchwork Heart Ministry, who come together for so many events and things. So to our followers who are watching this video right now, I mean, if you're not aware already of Patchwork Heart Ministry, over the years we have done so much with them. And as Bill said it very well, that his ministry is sowing hope into broken hearts, and ours is families in crisis. Boy, they go together so well, and that's why we team up together to do these wonderful events. And to those people for families in crisis, I do want to mention to you that this summit is perfect for you because we really wanted to make sure that it's geared for you, people who have gone through some kind of challenge, adversity, or crisis, either individually or in your family. And for Patchwork Heart Ministry, that's the way that Bill is sowing hope into broken hearts too. And we want to invite you on top of all of this is that we're in December right now when this is being aired, I believe, unless we air it before, Bill. But bottom line is that this is giving season. We just celebrated Giving Tuesday on Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. And this is a time where people come together to support nonprofits around the world. Well, we're one of those nonprofits. And we are inviting you to make an end of year donation to us. I would invite you to make one to both Patchwork Heart Ministry and the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation. To give to Patchwork Heart Ministry, you go to patchworkheart.org. And there's also a website called patchworkheartradio.org. So I know on either of those two platforms, there's a donate button. So make sure that you be generous because Bill Snyder and his ministry has done so much to help people over the years, all over these years of working with us and even before we came into the picture. To donate to the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation, as I've said many times before, our website is nonatus.org. There's a yellow donate button right on the front page. Now, we also have an I Give Catholic button. If you go to the bottom of the front page of nonatus.org, I Give Catholic is an opportunity to give to Catholic nonprofits throughout the Philadelphia area and all through the United States. And we're one of those organizations. We would love it if you would give through I Give Catholic. So just go to nonatus.org to the bottom of the page and you'll see the emblem for I Give Catholic. Just click on that. We would be so grateful for you to do so. So please, we thank you. We invite you. And may we also mention good friends of ours, Fiat Ministry Network. If you would Google them and find out more, because they are also a wonderful nonprofit that you can make a donation to as well. Bill, thanks for all you do.
Oh, no, and thank you. And yeah, we really do just want to echo that as we kind of wind down the episode is that, Giving Tuesday was a wonderful thing. But yeah, I mean, making that year-end gift to us really does go a long way. We are able to use it. These things that you see are not free to us. They're free to you, right? I think that's the biggest thing. They're free to you, but they take our time. They take our monetary donations to sustain. I mean, everything from Zoom subscriptions every month to the graphics and the background music and all of those things that you hear and you see that elevate these videos and our work take money. I mean, sadly all of that is not free, right? I mean, it'd be wonderful if there was all of these resources that made everything beautiful, for $0, but all of those subscriptions and video editing softwares and things that we use to do this cost money. And so if you, as Mother Angelica said many times, keep us between your electric bill and your phone bill. It is not about how much, or how little that you can give. It's just about, praying to what God says, hey, give this to this ministry. It would be of great benefit to both St. Raymond Nonatus and Patchwork Heart Ministry if you were to do that. Pray about it over this month. It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be right now. But just pray about it and ask the Lord, hey, have I benefited from this? Have I grown spiritually in some way? And do I want this to continue for other people? Do I want this ministry to continue? And if the answer is yes, then just give what's on your heart after you pray. That'd be my suggestion, Ann. But no, this has been wonderful. I'm looking forward to the summit. Can't wait for the summit. It's coming up rapidly here. And so thank you, Ann, for all that you do. And thanks for spending the time with me here on Sowing Hope as always.
Oh, you too, Bill. Thank you. And God bless everyone.
Yes, folks. Well, until next time, from all of us here at Patchwork Heart Ministry and the St. Raymond Donatus Foundation, may God bless you. Keep beating to those Catholic hearts, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Sowing Hope on Patchwork Heart Radio. For more information about this podcast and our ministries, visit our websites, patchworkheart.org and andesantis.com. You can also follow and interact with us on Twitter at PWH Ministry or Andy Santis 2.